Hi everyone, with a quick video on the XFX Radeon HD, it's actually the Radeon XFX AMD Radeon HD 6870 graphics card. Now, I've been having, well, not problems, but I've read on the internet that the graphics card, I'll just say before I go any further, that I'm running Lion at the minute, and I've got Lion on one SSD and Mountain Lion on the other SSD. They're both running a Dream. I'm just doing it because I've only had the graphics card 4 days or something like that, 3 days, and I just want to make sure that it runs great on both OS X's, because I'm not sure which one I'm going to lean against yet, whether I'm going to stay on Mountain Lion or maybe go back to Lion. So for now, I've got Lion and Mountain Lion on, and to be honest, I've only restarted into Mountain Lion not so long ago at Lion, but the card works super duper in Mountain Lion, and it's working super duper in OS X Lion. I'm just going to probably give it another 3 or 4 days, jumping backwards and forwards, and then I'll probably, to be honest, Mountain Lion's winning so far. It seems to be a little bit quicker, and since I've put the new graphics card in, I'm not getting any random little pauses for a split second. It seems to be running great, but Lion works great too. So anyway, this video is about the fan. I've been looking into it because the one I've got is a single fan edition Radeon, and it's when you turn the Mac on, I mean, it does it in Windows as well, because I actually did put Windows on one of the drives, Windows 8, to try that as well. But when you turn your computer on it, your graphics card's quiet. But as soon as it gets into Mac operating system or into Windows, whichever, it applies to Windows and Mac users, it just starts revving really loud. Anyway, I'd looked on the internet and I found a load of people had been moaning about the loud fan. So I went to my local shop called CCL and I bought a twin fan for it. And come home and it actually bloody didn't fit. So I actually took it back this morning. Anyway, what I've done is I bought a case, one that screws on the back, a fan controller. And all I did was I had to take the graphics card to bits, the graphics card apart to get the wire off the fan, and luckily enough I managed to push it onto the 2 pins of the new fan controller, so I didn't even have to cut the wire. And I've got it in my computer now and it sounds absolutely fantastic. I'll just well, no, I won't bother. But basically I've turned the fan now, as you can see, it's running at 39 degrees, and it does that even when your fan's revving at 50%. Your temperature doesn't really drop any less. It's just a problem what XFX have done. I mean, I contacted XFX yesterday, and he said, when I was on Windows as well, he said, can you have a look in your driver and tell me what temperature your GPU's running at, meaning the graphics card. So I said, it's running at 41. He said, what's your fan speed? I said, it's saying it's 50%. So anyway, I decided to unlock, because you can in Windows, I decided to unlock the fan speed, and I dropped it down to 20% from 50. And it went really, really quiet and nice. And the bloke said, what's it doing now? I said, it's still at 41, 42. I said, it ain't making a difference apart from it's a boatload quieter. So basically, I suppose this video is for people that have got one and thinking that it's a bit noisy. You actually don't have to put up with it. I did try flash the BIOS on the card and it didn't alter the fan settings. I did alter them, but it didn't seem to do out, so I put it back to default. I've actually got it in front of my case. I managed to tape it in front of my case so I can turn it up and down, but to be honest, I've been running Mac now for a few hours, and even when I'm pissing about with it, temperature don't go above 52, and that's with it turned fully down on the fan controller switch, in half loud. I mean, I will just pop me, because I've got a little thing in front. I'm just going to go quiet for a second and then turn it up. Now that's how it was before. Right, okay. So I don't know if you heard that or not, but trust me, I'm sure the microphone would have picked it up. But it really, really is a lot different now. So if I were you, it's, even if you get new fans, because of the way the fan's programmed, because it's XFX, they've programmed the fan settings wrong. To be honest, maybe a BIOS update. That's why I'm glad I hadn't had to chop the plug on the little fan. I've only forced it over the 2 little pins on the new fan controller. So if a new BIOS update comes out and they've sorted it out, because to be honest, I reckon a good BIOS update for the XFX card would sort it. Like now, it's just running it's running half, 3/4 less than when the graphics card's controlling it, and the temperature's exactly the same. So anybody having a problem, get yourself a fan controller. You don't have to put up with it thinking it's loud. Get a fan controller instead of buying big fans. If you want to buy big fans, then go on. But it still ain't going to alter the fact that the BIOS in the graphics card, when I looked at the fan settings, it was saying that the fan should rev at 50% at anything under 60 degrees. So obviously, my GP runs at about 42 usually. It's actually running quiet because it's a bit cooler today. It usually runs at, well, between 40 and 44, let's say. So to be honest, the fan was revving at half its speed all the time. Now it's revving at about 20%, I'd say. I did try pump that into the BIOS update settings on the graphics card. I restarted and it didn't seem to do anything. But now it seems like a really good card. Well, it is a good card anyway for Mac users because it works. Just basically, I install Lion and you just install, and this is 10.74 by the way, and OpenCL works and everything. There's nothing to do with the graphics. It just works great. Apart from the noisy card, I have managed to get Mercury going. I'll just show you. For anybody who doesn't know how to do it, I'll just show you, and there it is, look. Now, you see how it's saying OpenCL? That's because ATI, they use the OpenCL engine. To get it to work, I'll just show you before I go. You need to go to Applications, Premiere Pro, hang on. Where are we? Adobe? No, sorry, I'm thinking I'm on Windows. Drop down to Adobe Premiere Pro, Show Package Contents, go into Contents, and in here, you've got your CUDA supported cards, which is for an NVIDIA, but then you have one called OpenCL supported cards. Just delete it. If you add your radeon, like if you come to About This Mac and you go here and you copy and paste this in, which it's an AMD Radeon HD 680. I tried that first, that didn't work. I had to just delete the OpenCL text file and bang. OpenCL, Mercury Playback works straight away. I can't get After Effects to work, but I've heard that they're going to implement the OpenCL so that at the next version of After Effects, meaning the next update, not After Effects CX7, just the next update in After Effects, from what I've been reading up on, should as well, if I just delete that text file from there when it comes out for the OpenCL supported graphics cards, that should then work accelerated on Adobe After Effects as well. But it is working on Prem Pro. The fan modification's working great. I'm going to try send email XFX a link for this, because when you try to talk to them in that chat, it's crap. Because to be honest, if they bring a BIOS update out for the card, or if anybody can... I read a few people had adjusted the BIOS settings, but it didn't work. Every time it went into Windows or Mac operating system, it sort of got overrode. So if they bring out a BIOS update, there'd be no need for fan controller, I don't think, because the BIOS could control it itself, and it'd be absolutely fantastic. Anyway, thanks for watching, and please comment and subscribe.